Hi, this is Johnny. We're gonna do a video comparison to see what's the difference between Funky S and the retro, the Anbernic RG Nano. This is the stock firmware, and this is the customer firmware, which is called a Funky Key S or Funkey S. All right, here you have to press the star to get out the clock thing. So this one don't come up with a clock thing, but as you can see, they're identical. They pretty much have the same Game Boy. So if you transfer the images, your old data, over to this one, it works just fine. You don't have to do any modification. But I noticed that this one seemed to be a little bit brighter than the other one. So let's see if we could increase the, see how we do that. All right, I just turned the value and turn the same value. Oh, this one is running out of battery. All right, so they're both on three block. Okay, so it would be fair to be 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so the brightness is the same and everything. So the setting is the same as well. Power down, value control. So that's the main screen. All right, press B to get out. Oop, not B, this one. Okay, so for some reason, I'm in the wrong one. Oop. Okay, yeah, they pretty much look the same. There is a little bit of differences in the background, it seemed like, but the same idea of the stuff. It just, the color is a little bit, this is Wonderland 3, so a little bit different. It dating just this one, the screen is bigger than this one, but this one looked like it just take the image from from there to transfer there and zoom in a little bit, the size. And this one is different. Everything else the same. Well, the background is different. So Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Oops, sorry. So there is some little bit of differences in background. When I first look at it, I thought it's just pretty much they imported from the stock firmware over. Majority of them is import directly over. I just import the game from the stock firmware over to this one. So those of you who, well, this one look pretty nice. This one just plain, because it does support 32X and CD, and actually it also support SG-1000. I did not talk about it last time when I was doing a video. I apologize. I'm moving my chair and then okay. All right, no video cut. I'm trying to make this video quick. This Turbo 16 do not support Turbo CD. Even with the new update, do not support it. Links and Pocket support both color and black and white. Just like FYI. Wonder Swarm, same thing, black and white. And PlayStation. Now, PlayStation, by having a new emulator, is not going to really make it different because it's an open source emulator. So that means not all the game play well. Even with NES, not all game will play well. That's why it's called open source. Open source is someone just randomly community go in there, edit it, and try to make their favorite game work. They are not going to sit down and go over, you know, hundred of game to make sure every game work. Okay, so this is the new stuff that they added, which is, so if you go back to the front, if you go back this way, this is the two new thing that they added. Okay, now my have all the code, but this do not load. Okay, the only thing that does work is Final Burnout, sorry, Final Burnout 2012 and Final Burnout Neo. Neo will work with things like uh, uh polygram game mass something, forgot the name. Let's just go in and look at it. But nano game is the original game that made for the system, like, oh, you know. Now I have went and add some emulator in here, like 3D Doom. They do not work. Okay, just FYI. I have actually removed it from my the one that I put on Telegram. So the stuff that I zip up called native game, you won't see this because it's been removed. I try to bring it back to show you that the reason I remove it, because they don't work. Now to access the folder, like you see, it does not work. So it cannot even go there. And I don't know what this one is. Cannibal, I put it in there. Those of you who know where to find the outrun, you have to be a dot outrun, and then one word with a period in the front. You have to put that outrun dot rom, ROM, inside that folder, you know, for this game to work. Okay, otherwise it's gonna give you now the one I gave you is not this one, it's the another one. Okay, this one does not even load. This one will load. I put some pictures. There's one that I cannot find a picture, because now it's gonna give you this. This is what it's telling you. You need to put the oh, sorry, this one is a little bit different. This one says you need to put it in dot cannibal. So inside you need to put out.roms. Now I don't know what it means by out.rom or anything, but I went and download Cannibal and put the ROM in here, but I have to play with this more. And if I ever successfully get it working, I will do another separate video on it. Okay, to get out, you just press home key and you get out. Some of them you have to press the B key, some of them you have to press the select key to get out, just FYI. Another word, pretty much, I try everything to figure it out. Now the clock, not sure the clock work or not. I did remove it from your build, so I don't think it worked. Yeah, correct. Now Coleco, it was like I was hoping it worked. They have some good Coleco game that I like, and it looked nice on it, but it doesn't load. See, that's the reason I delete a lot of this thing here, because Dolphin does not load. But this one does load, you know. So the one have pictures does load, because and I did add it to the download in Telegram. So you have to join the invite, and then you go in there, and then you will have the link of three zip up folder. I'm really not sure how to play this game. You're supposed to press the see, and then I don't know how to. The dinosaur is the one pushing the block. There you go. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, put out the fire. All right, so to get out, this one you just press the button, and you have its own menu. Exits out. Some of them you could able to save it. This one does interesting low. Okay, and I did put that in, but I don't know how to get DOS game to work well. So, but let's go ahead and go into it, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, no. The one I gave you is not this one. It's the other. Yeah, I put more stuff in here and I forget. I think the one that work is called the Pico. So those are the one that work, and then those are the game. Now all the emulator will not be here. All the emulator will be using retro thing. Okay. So this is like Intel. I was hoping Intel work. I put the folder in, everything. It just do not even go there. So it does not even work. See. The key craft does work. None of this 64 stuff work. It's sad, but it looked very promising. And in Telegram, I do have the link where I get all this all this stuff to test, and it says made for Funky X. Now, if you had, now you could overclock this for some reason, but I don't know how to use it. It did not work for. Now, interesting is that in here you have two emulator, and let me see if I could find it. Like anything start with PIC, those will work, okay? But you already have those in the main screen. So by having a second one, unless your game does not load correctly, you could use some of a different version of the emulator. Okay, this is the Linux emulator. That one need a physical file or PR boom. It just load, but if you can't find it, it's not gonna play. Reboot, I did not try, but I'm not gonna reboot this. This one do not work either. So a lot of stuff that I was excited to see that they have the emulator. Atari, this is for Atari 7800, but it doesn't load either. And I think this is the Commodore, and then the one with the U something. Those are for the. All right, so enough of that. Let's press B, and let's go to the main court. Now the court is the one that is interesting. Is this one is actually the new emulator court that we don't have with this one. Okay. Everything else that work here, we have it here, but you have to run the GM menu. You have to boot up to GM menu. So let's go to G menu 2X. All right, and I'll show you that it does work, but you have to change the program. This one allow you to go and open. Now the way you do this, if you accidentally press here, no big deal. Okay. What you want to do is you go to a media. Make sure you go into MED, okay? You go to media, and then you press A, and I create a folder called 1. Now the 1 will be all the way on the top. Otherwise, you're gonna scroll all the way down to look for ROM. I put 1 space ROM. So when you unzip it, this is the biggest file because it have now I already removed the 3 do and Amiga do not work. No, this is the game you want. Okay, all the Atari will not be there. I delete all the Atari. Commodore do not work, so I delete that. Capcom 1, 2, 3 will be there. Coleco deleted. Game Watch is deleted. This one is there. You can play with Final Burnout 2012 or Final Burnout Neo. This one deleted, and Nintendo DS is there for you to play with. Port is there, so you use the DOS emulator to work. PC, Engine, CD, no, doesn't matter what format you have, do not work. Those got deleted. SG-1000, you could play it with the Genesis emulator. This is just a Game Boy emulator. Does not have a Super Game Boy, so I put it there because those are hack. If you play with Super Game Boy emulator, it look real pretty. It have color to the Game Boy, no color. Saturn do not work. This one kind of work, but do not work. So this one do not work. All the Amiga 5000 and regular one do not load. TIC 80 do not load. May 2003 do not load because I put a Donkey X, the modded hack Donkey Kong, which is pretty cool, but doesn't load here. So you're gonna go to this game. That's the one we have, and you just pretty much pick any game here. I'm not familiar with this game list because I didn't even know it existed until today. So let's try Kong. And hopefully I pick one that does load. Yes, it does load. And then you just click play. The screen is very small, so the reason I can see it now because I zoom in, okay? So it's like a Donkey Kong, but the mini version of it. So you could jump. Let's see, go forward. Ooh, go too fast. Okay, jump. It jumps slow, B is pause. What's my A is not jumping? Oh yeah, press up. Oh well. I did got it jumping, but for some reason it did not work. So don't want to spend too much time on that. Press the home button. Okay. Press the home. Press the home button. Hello. There you go. And then go down to you can save it, you can load it, and then you could access out the game, which I'm gonna do. Press A. Yes. Press A again. All right. And that should take you out of the game console. Yeah, it does. Okay. So this one, you could use this emulator. They're the same game set. Oh, this one. Both of those will work. Okay. All right. Now, PC Engine, this is a core, so it does work, but you don't need it because you already have it outside, and PC Engine CD do not work anyway. This one is there, but do not work, okay? It will allow you to go pick the ROM, so what I'm going to do, again, show you how I get there. Go to Media, press Enter, and you will have, when you drop your SD card in here, your ROM, when you unzip it, you can put it in the, when you unzip it, just unzip it directly on the root of the game. I don't know what folder is this, I forgot. But the root of the map drive, and then the other one is just a native game, and then the library, you just drop it and you unzip it, and it will create the retro library retro. That's what it stands for. All right, so that's all my new stuff that this Funkey S that come with a Funkey S is right here. So MSN, I went and put it back, but on your download you won't have it. I put it back just to show you. I even added, I went to my retro 90 one of the console, and I went and copied the stuff over, and it still does not make any differences. It will not even load at all. It just kick you straight out. So yeah, it's there. I did not remove it. You will see it. Okay, now this one is strange. You could actually load and actually see it run on Nintendo DS. But it take a while to load, and once it load, it is slow and it is lagging. So I'm gonna zoom the game that I was in, so I don't have to see the video introduction of the game. And this is the one that come with it, like all the emulator, they're still here. You have, in order to play the Final Burnout, you have to come to this application, and you have to run the retro, and also Pokemon Mini. You could run Pokemon Mini and the retro on directly from the Funkey S. You don't have to come to the G menu anymore. So you can run this one plus where's the other one called okay, it's not here. Let's press the top button to go to the game. Yeah, see, that cannonball run. So maybe I could copy that over to here, then this game will work. And so I forgot that the game here actually worked. So I need to do something to make that game work. So actually you could just pretty much do it yourself. But yeah, there's one called R something. That game is actually have to be run here, but some reason I don't see it. I don't know what I did to it. Huh. Yeah. Oh, it's right here, retro. Huh. See, the Final Burnout 12, you normally run it from here, and the Fake 8, you run it, the format is the game format is actually PNG, so it's kind of weird. When I first time saw it download, I'm like, this is just picture. Why is it here? And then this also run the same game too. the Pika 8, they're all running the same. So you have to come here to play those 3 games. But now you don't have to. You know, Pokemon Mini and Retro and Final Burnout, you could run it directly from here. But then here have one emulator that we just tried, which Mini Donkey Kong that we just played, and then this one actually load up. Okay, and I guess you just press A. Yeah, the sound is not all there. Okay, and the loading is slow. But I was very impressed that they even got this to work. Now, maybe, okay, let's see if we could actually put the correct ratio. Right now it's a little bit stretch, so I believe you press this and down arrow. There you go. You got the correct ratio. But if you do that, you cannot really see. So press the select again, press down, press again. There you go. Okay. It's too small to play like that. And there you go. It's running wheel slow, but you could jump. See. Press A. Let's go there and hit that thing. The sound is not even there. Okay. Oh, I miss it. Don't bite me. Okay. Oh no, he's gonna get me. You got me. So yeah, I just want to show that just for if this could be overclocked, maybe. Don't know. Alright, to get out, just press the button. It's just the machine is not fast enough to support this. Okay. So we can actually save it or exit out. Yes. All right, let me show you the arcade, 2 of the arcade. The rest of them do not work. The DOS kind of work. You could actually load the DOS game. This one, and there's another one called Nano. They both load Nintendo DS, okay? This is the DOS game that actually you could load. You could try it. This is the one called Fake 03. That's the one that I was mentioning to you. It's the same one here. Fake 8. That game is the same game as this one. So you don't have to come here. You could go here and load the game. So you come here. I could go over here and do the same thing. Press A. Now, one thing good about this one is that I believe that you could actually see, I have so many different, you could actually see the pictures, okay? Okay, we're gonna try the alien. This one, you cannot see the picture. There's no picture supported on this one, okay? I'll pick something that's same game so you can see the crazy. Oh, this is so small. That's why it's nice to have pictures. You can actually see what kind of game you're getting yourself into before you start it. See, the Pico automatically have a game, the folder for it, and the picture for it, and this one do not. Okay, this one do not support it. So all the core emulator do not support the pictures. Okay, and you can just press A. And the game will load, and I don't know, I just pressed. Now this one load pretty much right away. This one take a while to load. I don't know why. And then continue. There you go. Ooh. And its sound is, I got the sound turned down pretty low, so that's why you can hardly hear it. Let me see if I could press select and up. Now since my finger's there, I can't see what the screen say. One of them is supposed to select and turn the volume up. Oh, that's the brightness. This one. See? This one, it just died on me. I guess the game that I picked, it died on me. Wow. Totally died on me. There you go. I'll do a shutdown reboot. So to me, the only good things about this one is it supports some emulator like DOS, but the DOS does not run very well. The screen is kind of out of the screen, the game, and but neat is that this game could be run directly from here without rebooting to this emulator. But as you can see, this emulator is pretty cool. I'm surprised I'll sit there and nothing attacked me. Well, that's pretty cool. I get power up. Ooh, thought something hit me. Got it. Starting over again. All right, get out. Guess it's exits out. Oh, yeah, it does have that option to get out and save. Okay, exits out again. Okay, this one. Let me see if I could boot up. One time, if you have a system that do not boot up, I have that happen one time, and I went and opened this up. Okay, you have to open this up and take the battery off. There's no reset button. That's one thing downside. And so then you reset the battery, and then the game will come back up. All right, so I have that problem. So if you have that problem, you'll be happy to see this video and say, hey, Johnny told me this is how you fix it. Okay, so that's how you fix it. So let's go backward this way. This is actually Amiga. Okay, Amiga do not load at all. The emulator is there. I'm gonna press it, resume, say yes, and I got something. Well, actually, it does load, but I don't know how to play it. If you press the select button, it gives you a key button thing. Okay, it gives you a key button, and then but I don't know what to do after that. So those of you who play Amiga a lot and familiar with it, you could try it. Okay, so you go. It actually give you the screen, and I try to press any of the button do not work. But if you press this button, it give you a keyboard. Okay, but I try to select enter, I try to select F1, A, whatever, doesn't work. All right, so yeah, it does, Amiga does load, but it just doesn't play. So let's get out of this game. Let's go up. Okay, if you go up, you go directly to exits. All right, so Amiga does play most of the Liberal Court. The game does work. It's just that like this one, this two that I told you about, the new game is there, okay, in the Liberal Court. So you don't have to go to native game. Native game is just gonna be a native game. It's not I didn't put any emulator there. I tried some emulator there, but only this two work, but does not work on the Pico. Yeah, I did. I think I did put Pico over there too. Yeah, this load. This one still do not load. Okay, this one still do not. This is the one Nintendo DS, and there's another one. That's a DOS, and that's the one that just frees me up. Final Burnout. Let's try Final Burnout. Final Burnout. Devil Front zip file. Now, this one is pretty cool because the gameplay. Now, this one also worked too, but you will have to load up. See if I could get out this game. How do I get out here? Okay, this one you have to go to Final Burnout, press A, and my Final Burnout, press B. I want to go to I'm gonna go to the where did I put? Did I create its own directory? No, I didn't. I guess I put it in here. See, you have pictures. Okay? So one thing good about this is you could actually put picture in here. You could swing it down to the right side and it will show up. Like this is a mix art, and this is mix art, and some of them, if it doesn't have mix art, it will have box art. Or yeah, so this one have an image. I think they all does have image, except the hack. Here's the Neo Geo. I don't know where I put that. Yeah, see, they all have pictures. Okay, Neo Geo have 3D box art and stuff like that, but this one don't. Okay, so there's downside and not good is you don't have to boot to G menu 2X, but they both play just fine. I don't see any press select, press the value up. That's what it sounds like. So you could play the same game from here or from here. I just can't find it. I don't know where I put it. Alright, so let's get out of the game. Press up. We go to X's. Yes. Alright, and same thing with this one. Final Neo. You could just press A. I already got it selected, so I don't have to go search for it. You have to go to the media. I already showed you that twice, so you should know how to get there. But it does remember where's the last game you played. So this one seems to play better. The sound is louder. But if you try to use this this emulator or this code, this is actually code. If you try to use that to run that same game, it will load, but it have more lag than. So you could play with those two. You know, if you try, if it's too lacking, then move to this one, use this one, okay? All right, so those are the two. This, it work anyway, so why even have it? This one do not work, but it's there. It's there, but it does not load. Though this one does, this one does. So most of the code does. Oh, this one is 2000. This is the one I tried to load the Donkey Kong. Now Ninja Turtle run nicely. This is all the 2000. So I do have a folder. Oh shoot, I do have a folder that have the made 2000, and then you could play. Now I tried the Donkey X. The screen turns sideways. Can't play it because I guess it's a vertical game. Okay, I cannot have that thing too loud because I will get hit with music copyright. Okay. All right. Hopefully that did not. There you go. Okay. Anyway, it does work. It works pretty nice. All right, and then that's pretty much it. This Neo Geo Pocket. You know, Saturn do not work. Like I just told you, it's there, but do not work. Just FYI. WonderSwan does work. This is also a Nintendo DS. So this is the same one as Nintendo DS. So you could just click on it. They both play very similar. Okay. So the final conclusion is that all the game you have from the retro art, the only thing I did not create it was SG-1000. If you put SG-1000 to here, it will work as well because it supports the CD, so it should support the SG-1000. I just totally forgot about that. Now, yeah, it does play, but it's very, very slow. But it's very that it even work. Okay, so apparently this one seemed to run more slower than the other one we just played. Yeah, this one is running slower than the other one. I don't know, it's because we run too many stuff at the same time. I don't know. Alright, so exercise again. So those are the two Nintendo DS that they put in here. Game Boy Advance does work. This is the PlayStation, so if you want to run PlayStation, you can run it directly from here. I don't know, it's going to improve. Somebody did ask me, so let's go ahead and try Captain Commando. Okay, and it worked very nicely. So start the game, pause it. Where is it paused? There you go. Put the select. Okay. Where's my punch? There you go. That's my punch. Yeah, sorry I have to turn the sound down because the music thing created copyright issue of music. Alright, so that's pretty much cover the whole thing. Alright, so let's put down my final thought. Now, if you want to create box art, you could actually put a box art in here, it will show up. Like I did with you just put in any size of box art, it doesn't matter. At first I thought that it had to be certain size. It do not. You could just drop in any box art. But I think sometimes if it's too small, it might not work, or if it's too big, it might not work. So roughly just a medium size, artwork would be great. Okay. So those are the box art I found that I just drop it in. Alright. So all those other emulator is not there, so you don't have to worry about say the native game. The emulator that is there is all start with PIC. Those games will work on this, and you can also go to the court and they have the emulator here as well. So it's like twice emulator, and the emulator is low. Is actually is called Lip Patrol folder. So there was one called, I don't know, I'm a little bit lost, confused, because there was one called Court, and that should be the Court. Yeah, that should be the Court. For some reason, it only load the Lip Patrol folder instead. Now this one also boot to GM. Now I did not play with the GM that much, so I'm not going to give you an update on this one. So if an emulator do not work, will it work here? That's a good question that I did not try. So let me turn this off because battery is dying. So if you hold it a while, it's shut down. Sometimes you think it's shut down, but I don't know if it's shut down. Alright, this is the emulator, and I don't know does it show up here, because see, it doesn't show up here. Even though it's in the folder, but it's not there because it doesn't support it. The MS and then Nintendo DS. Now they do have a lot of game here, but let's see if it work here. Yeah, same thing. If this one do not work, that one does work. So maybe I need to copy the file over. Okay, press home. So not all the emulator here work because I'm the one who put it in here. The native game folder. Alright, so let's press the top setting application. Yeah, those should work. Emulator. See, the emulator, I have a whole bunch of emulator in there, but this is the only one that pop up. So that means the one that I download does not support it. So there's no Saturn, there's no DOS emulator, there's no the other new one called ARP something boy is not here, but it is on the main screen. So that's kind of interesting that it's there but it's not here. Okay, so just FYI. So we just review it so now you guys know. All right, so my conclusion to this is that if you don't want it to update, it's running just fine. You're not really crazy about, but it is a good update because everything you have here will work over here. But the GM here is better. Well, it's not better. It's just if you run the GM game here, you could actually see the picture. Like if I run the same, but this one doesn't even have final burnout. That's interesting. This one do not have final burnout, even though it's in here. That's interesting. So yeah, so this one, the GM here, the G menu 2X have more emulator than this one. So compared to G menu 2X, this one's better. But compared to retro, this one is better because you could access the final burnout, Poca Mini, and the other one, and then the PIC 80. Those 4 games directly from the main screen. Okay, on this one, Funky S. Okay, if you separate it, or Funky S. So the retro front end is better on this one than this one. Okay, but see right here, this one have the final burnout. See the retro, and it even have virtual boy. Oh, did I ever test that? Yeah, I think I did. There's all the virtual boy. Yeah, so even support virtual boy. This one do not support virtual boy. So this one have one game that this one don't have. I didn't realize that, but yeah. See, it have virtual boy. This one do not have virtual boy. Okay, it doesn't have any virtual boy emulator. That's interesting. But since they are so similar, maybe we could copy this over here and copy this over here, so make the whole 2 world in a better one. You could try it, and if you do make it work, let me know. All right, hopefully this will help. But the Telegram will show you how to burn the image. The image is over there in Telegram. Once you burn it, put it on the biggest SD card. I recommend 512, but you could probably make it work with 400 if you don't want the DOS game or the what's the other one. You could look inside the ROM. If it doesn't work very well, you could delete it and you could save your SD card space and put it on the 400. Okay, so 400 gigabyte. Now you do want to leave some space so that when you play the game and save it, you can actually could save the game. Okay. All right. So yeah, see, this actually works. So this one doesn't have virtual. So that's pretty interesting. I think this one with GM it have more stuff than this one for sure, because it have more emulate. Plus you could put box art on this one too. I believe you could do that with this one too. I'm just trying, but I cannot demonstrate because there's no final burnout. So that defeat the purpose of I cannot able to do it. And the game you put it here, they don't give you the game, so it doesn't work. Oh, they put the retro over here. So I wonder if this one have. Oh, here's the retro. Because I was wondering, I put the retro code in the folder. Why doesn't it show up? Well, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the exact same one. Never mind. Yeah, it's the exact same one. So, and then you go low. Yeah, it still doesn't have picture. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. So, Yeah, so you could lower it from here. So that's what you see, and if you're in GM, you could still run the same game. But this one just have, to me, it's just better presentation itself. It have a picture instead. This video is taking longer than I expected. I repeat myself several times. Hopefully that you guys cool with that. So about repeating myself, but yeah. Go to Telegram and you should be able to get it going. If you have any questions, ask me in the Telegram. I could send you a short video how to do this, how to do that if you need it. So pretty much I do my communication and support on Telegram. It's easier than doing from YouTube channel because I can send you a link or a short video like I do with, I think they start supporting the link now. I told somebody that it doesn't, but I noticed that when I send link to in the chat, they were able to see it. Before they used to delete the link. If you try to send it, they delete it. So just head up. Don't want you to think that I'm lying to you because in the past they don't support it, but now apparently they do. Okay. If you like the video, give me a thumb up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will help my channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.